Most startups don't fail from bad ideas. They fail from running out of attention before they run out of cash.
When your budget is tiny, every click has to earn its place. We start by measuring reality, not hopes.
Budget marketing begins offline too. The point isn't scale yet, it's learning what makes a stranger stop.
Growth hacking isn't tricks, it's clarity. Who hurts, why they care, and what single promise gets them to try.
Before spending $1, make one sentence that explains the value in plain language. If you can't, ads won't save you.
Your cheapest research is already public. Reviews tell you what people love, hate, and wish existed. Copy that language carefully.
Great content doesn't require gear. It requires proof. Show the outcome, show the steps, and keep it honest. Subtitles are a free multiplier. If people can watch silently, your message travels further without paying for distribution.
Authenticity beats polish early. Real environments create trust faster than studio perfection, especially when nobody knows your brand yet.
If customers are happy, ask for help while the feeling is fresh. Referrals cost less than impressions and convert with warmth.
Outreach works when it's specific. One compliment, one problem you noticed, one tiny ask, no essays, no pressure.
The fastest way to waste money is doing 5 channels badly. Pick one, run it for 2 weeks, then decide. Growth hacking starts with the funnel. If retention is weak, acquisition is just pouring water into a cracked bucket.
A budget forces discipline. You stop buying reach and start earning it through focus, feedback, and small experiments that compound.
Physical touchpoints still matter. A QR code on something useful can turn a daily routine into a repeat visit.
AAB testing can be manual. 2 headlines, 2 posts, same time, track responses like a scientist, not a gambler. Look at how big brands explain value in 2 seconds. Borrow the structure, not the budget.
If you can't trace a sign-up to a source, you can't learn. Tracking isn't fancy, it's how you avoid repeating mistakes.
This is the starting line. Small budget, big uncertainty. Next comes the messy part, trying things that might not work.
The first experiments often disappoint. That's not failure, it's data telling you your message and targeting are still blurry.
Noise is everywhere. If your offer can't cut through in one sentence, the algorithm won't rescue you.
Long explanations are usually fear. Short, specific copy forces you to say what matters.
Perfection delays learning. A rough draft today beats a polished idea next month.
Early growth is human. One conversation can teach you more than 1,000 impressions.
If clicks come but signups don't, the page is the problem. Your promise and your proof are misaligned.
Social proof is cheap, but it has to be real. Even one honest quote can do what a discount can't.
Content needs a system. Teach the problem, show the process, prove the outcome. Random posting is just shouting into wind. Communities already exist around your customer's pain. Don't advertise there. Contribute until people start asking what you use.
Your best ads are observations. Capture real friction in the world. Then connect your product to that moment.
Numbers can feel personal when they're small, but the job is to improve a little, 1% at a time.
Frameworks are useful when you test them quickly. Reading without experiments turns learning into procrastination.
Outreach isn't spam when it's earned. Personalization is the tax you pay for not buying ads.
Feedback arrives in ordinary moments. Write it down immediately, because patterns hide inside small complaints.
Growth hacking is structured curiosity. Every test needs a hypothesis, a time frame, and a clear measure of success.
Most content dies quietly. The lesson is not to take it personally, it's to study what people actually share.
Give away something that saves time, not something generic. A useful checklist can earn an email address with no ad spend. The best distribution is earned trust. Lead with value, and the link becomes a footnote, not a pitch.
Questions are demand signals. When people ask the same thing twice, That's your next headline. Clarity feels boring, but it's powerful. One focused promise beats 10 clever ideas.
When choices disappear, action rises. Your page should guide, not negotiate.
Proof is the cheapest persuasion. Show the transformation in seconds and let the viewer fill in the rest.
You don't need production teams. You need repeatable setups you can shoot in 10 minutes whenever you learn something new.
Niche distribution wins. Find places your customer already visits and make the next step effortless. The first 2 seconds are rent. Pay it with a clear problem and a believable outcome.
Positioning is subtraction. You choose the angle where you can be the obvious choice for someone specific.
Events are not about pitching. They're about listening long enough to understand what people actually pay for.
When you demo, watch their hands and pauses. Confusion is a gift. It tells you where growth leaks out. A funnel map turns chaos into priorities. Fix the biggest leak first, then repeat.
Marketing feels like convenience. Study how small prompts nudge behavior without demanding attention.
Ask users at the moment of success. The best time to request a review is right after they feel the value.
Actions are content topics. Each doubt becomes a post, a FAQ, a clip that clears the path to yes.
You don't need perfect attribution. You need directional truth. What's roughly working, and what's burning money.
Your story should feel like the customer's life. Show their context, and your product naturally belongs there.
Systems beat inspiration. Templates free you to focus on insight instead of starting from zero every time.
Consistency matters, but responsiveness matters more. Replies are where trust forms when the audience is still small.
Tiny spikes are signals. Your job is to understand why that one worked, then reproduce the underlying pattern.
Clarity is the pivot point. Now the work becomes execution. Daily actions that look small, but stack into growth.
Execution is boring by design. You show up, run the loop, and let repetition do what motivation can't.
Early on, engagement is manual. One thoughtful reply can turn a passerby into a returning reader.
Ideas are everywhere when you're paying attention. Capture them immediately, then ship before the feeling fades.
Onboarding is marketing that happens after the click. Reduce steps, reduce doubt, increase the chance they reach value.
Small gestures create stories. Stories travel further than discounts when your audience is still tiny.
Support tickets are a content calendar. Every repeated question becomes a page that reduces friction for the next person. Repurpose aggressively. One good explanation can become a thread, a video, and an email without creating anything new. Keep metrics human-sized. Track the few numbers that tell you if people are truly benefiting.
Distribution can be local and respectful. Put your link where it's welcome and where the right people pause.
A pitch isn't for investors only. It's for customers, partners, and your own focus when everything feels noisy.
Referrals work when the reward matches the story. Make it easy for users to explain why they shared.
Strong hooks challenge assumptions. When you teach a clear distinction, people stay long enough to hear the solution.
Sometimes growth is wording. A clearer plan name can convert without adding features or spending $1.
Case studies are budget ads. One real outcome, explained simply, can persuade more than 1,000 generic claims.
Connect the steps. Content pulls attention, email holds it, onboarding converts it, and retention proves it mattered.
Don't chase novelty. Study your winners, extract the pattern, then make the next 5 pieces in that same shape.
Workshops are trust accelerators. Teach something useful, then offer a next step that naturally continues the lesson.
You don't need a big audience. You need the right 10 people in the same room with the same problem.
Execution looks quiet, but the curve starts moving when your routines become reliable enough to compound.
Most wins came from small changes, not big bets. That's the budget advantage. You learn without risking everything.
Share the process, not just the results. Transparency builds trust faster than polished success stories.
Aggressive tactics can backfire early. Calm design signals confidence, and confidence converts.
B-roll isn't decoration. It's evidence that your product belongs in real life, with real mess and real constraints. When budgets are tight, focus prevents burnout. Pick one metric that proves value and let everything else support it.
Batching protects your week. One focused hour can feed your channels without stealing time from building the product.
The cheapest growth tool is listening. Customers will tell you the words that make them click and the fears that stop them.
When your copy sounds like your customer, conversion rises. They feel understood before they even sign up.
Studying is progress. Every stopped experiment gives you time and money back to invest in what's already proving itself.
Retention is marketing's quiet twin. A simple reason to return often matters more than another new visitor. Teach users how to win. If they get results, they stay. And staying is the cheapest revenue you'll ever earn.
Paid ads are one lever, not the lever. Distribution can be partnerships, SEO, communities, and content. Partnerships work when audiences overlap. Offer value to their users first, and the introduction becomes natural.
Make it easy for others to talk about you. A simple kit turns maybe mentions into quick, accurate shares.
SEO is slow, but it's compounding. Answer the questions people already search, and you earn traffic that doesn't stop.
Learning is only useful when it becomes a test. One idea, one experiment, then back to building.
Dashboards reduce drama. You see reality quickly, you decide faster, and you waste less energy guessing.
Reflection turns tactics into strategy. The goal isn't more effort, it's better direction. By now, growth is less mysterious. It's a set of habits, repeated, refined, and kept honest by numbers. Long-term growth starts looking boring from the outside. Inside, it's deliberate choices repeated long after the excitement fades. Vision sharpens when you limit it. 3 priorities are easier to execute than 10 good intentions.
You stop reacting to every number. Trends matter more than daily swings when the system is finally working.
And series beat virality. Familiar formats reduce effort for you and decision fatigue for the audience.
Teaching at scale becomes leverage. One clear talk can echo across podcasts, events, and communities.
Criticism hurts less when growth is stable. You filter for signal and ignore noise with practiced restraint.
You start thinking in years, not weeks. Budget discipline becomes culture, not constraint.
Saying no is easier now. Focus protects what's working from being diluted.
Documentation saves future time. Every lesson recorded prevents the same mistake from returning.
Growth no longer feels urgent. It feels scheduled, intentional, and sustainable.
Retention becomes the real scoreboard. When people stay, growth takes care of itself.
Teaching others clarifies your own thinking. What you explain simply is what you truly understand.
Some cheats channels reward patience.
Stop chasing hacks. Systems replace tricks when survival turns into stability.
Principles outlive tactics. They guide decisions when the playbook inevitably changes.
Planning feels lighter now. Experience filters out what doesn't deserve your energy.
The promise stayed simple. That's why people stayed too.
Marketing on a budget isn't a phase. It's a mindset that builds growth you can actually keep.